Alright, greetings. So, today I wanted to briefly touch on the importance of remembering the power that you hold. And I'm going to touch on a few pointers for you to let sink in. So, there are some things that are facts, and there are some things that are just unexplainable. They are supernatural. So there are some things that are, yes, you can study out of a book, and more than likely it's in a book somewhere in the world at this point. But if you don't have it in you, you don't have it in you. But if you do, you do. It doesn't matter how much you study in a book. The metaphysics, this, that, da 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 da. If you do not have the genetic makeup or the spirit of the Most High Source running through you, it doesn't matter how much you study it in a book or try to force it to be you. Any gifts that you receive, it's going to have to come from the Most High. It's going to have to come from the Source. It doesn't matter how much you study in a book, which I'm repeating myself, because a lot of a lot of people think, especially masculines, that they can study the science of these gifts that people are I was gonna say blessed with, but I know some people don't agree with that wording. But you get what I'm saying. Some that is bestowed upon them. The Most High has bestowed certain gifts upon certain people. The giving certain people certain gifts. Certain people were born with certain gifts. Some people have developed more gifts over time. And this is not gifts that they asked for. This is not gifts that we said we wanted. We didn't ask God for these gifts. The Most High just knew that you were capable of using these gifts correctly. You were able to be trusted with certain levels of power. You were able to be trusted with certain levels of knowledge and wisdom. Now there are some people that have gotten their hands on a lot of wisdom, like I said, with studying books. There's some people that, scientists, people, energies, that think because they studied it so well that they can mimic it, but they cannot. It will not last. Mimicking somebody's gifts will not last. Because eventually, and trying to steal their gifts will not last. Because eventually, it will all come back to the person that it belonged to in the first place. Because it was already written, it was already the will of the Most High for them to have those gifts. They already came here with those gifts, even if they didn't know when they were born, or even if they didn't seem very developed when they were born. It was already in them. A lot of powers and gifts, people are getting caught in realms and agendas where people are pushing superpowers and this, that, da da da. The people that don't really have them, right? Telling people that don't have those gifts, they're going to get them on this date and that date. It was a lot of agendas. There was a lot of stuff going on in the past couple of years. And what I had noticed with, especially, going on within our community, waking up and stuff. So there was a lot of people knowing that we were waking up, and they were thinking like, okay, we're gonna catch them again with all of this manipulation. So that's the thing about the knowing your gifts, your power. So if you don't know your power, somebody's gonna come along and try to say, well, you'll be easily you will be easily distracted or turned away from what it is that you came here to do. And so you have to be comfortable with flowing to the sound of your own drum. Because there's a lot of people, they're going to want what you have. And they still want what you have. The little that you've shown them, they still want what you have. But it's okay. But, anyways, the power that you hold. Back to that. Yawning. Yeah. Getting late, y'all. But, anyways, so there are a lot of belief systems that have been in place for quite some time, and traditionally, these all came from source, but humans have turned things into a way bigger thing than what it is. So that's really what it is. It's not that religion didn't come from source. A lot of these things came from source, but humans have turned it into whatever they wanted it to be. Whatever they envisioned it to be. Their story. Their story of the truth. So, of eternal truth. Their story of eternal truth. So, yeah. But, basically, what I wanted to say, I wanted to mention, I had recently, I guess, well, I made a comment on a video, but, she agreed too. A woman stated something about clothing, right? The colors or whatever that you wear, black attracts negative energy. And that you should wear more brighter colors, right? And this may very well be true in certain cultures. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things in many different cultures that mean different things. But what I stated is that even if you're wearing all black and it does attract negative energy can be transmuted into, and it can be transmuted and used for positive transformation. And so, therefore, is it really negative? That's where it comes with your perception, changing your perception, how you look at things. Because there's a lot of people that I know that wear black that are some of the nicest people I know. The ones with the biggest heart, the ones with the biggest light. But they wear black. Because it doesn't matter what you're wearing for your light to shine. That's what I'm saying about the power that you hold. Like, if the light in you is so bright, literally you will You're gonna attract all things, but at the same time, if the light is in you, if the light in you is so bright, literally, that's gonna shine beyond the black clothing that you're wearing. You don't gotta talk. You don't gotta say nothing. You don't gotta do nothing. And the light that's within you is basically creating, if it is emanating from the inside out, like a sun, it is creating a auric field around you. It should be creating an auric field around you. And so therefore, with that being said, that auric field around you, if it is strong and that protection is strong and your auric field is strong, it'll be hard for outside forces to pierce your auric field. And your auric field, you guys gotta start looking at your auric field, this dome, this protective invisible dome around you, as if it was another body part. That's what I was also stating. And that's what I mean about the power that you hold. But if you have no faith and you don't believe that this invisible bubble is protecting you everywhere that you go, then hey, you literally just dissipated your own auric shield by not believing, by not trusting, by not having faith, by not having an inner knowing of the power that you hold. And this goes to say for anything that you do, like, you know, many of us have thought, well, we have to do this and do that based off of these spiritual community leaders. That we have to do all this and that for us to be accepted, as for us to be actually acceptable, or for us to gain our power back. Like, no, the power is realizing your power. It's realizing that you are everything. It's realizing that you are literally that protection. You are that. You are the source. And this is why I'm saying, like, it doesn't matter how you present yourself. It doesn't matter what you look like. What is your energy stating about you? What is your energy abundant? It doesn't matter how much money you have. Is your energy abundant? Do you attract abundance in all forms, all shapes and forms? Energetically. You don't have to be the wealthiest right now in your reality. It will manifest into your reality when at the right time. But you don't have to be rich to be rich. You get what I'm saying? Spiritually. You know your power, basically. Nothing physical. So a lot of especially as melanated folks, you know, a lot of things we have forgotten that our own power, because we have forgotten our own power because we have forgotten how strong that a lot of our ancestors were. A lot of our ancestors were poisoned literally daily. And then we looking at the world today and we're thinking, oh, we have to do this, we gotta do that. We do need to make something better for us, for our people. We need to create healthier options. We need to do certain things, but the whole deal was to remember your power. If you think back to the time that they were going through, this is not everybody's ancestors. We're just talking about specific ones. If you look back to the times of ancient times, where some of our ancestors were experiencing, do you think that they had the option to sit here and contemplate the powers that be, the spiritual? Did they have time to sit here and go back and forth and about the powers that be? And did they couldn't even, they, all this was happening, and it doesn't matter what they was going through. Them second guessing themselves, their own intuition, their own powers would destroy them. Literally destroy them. Because that's the whole part about remembering. That's the whole part about remembering. Because if you forget the power that is inside of you, simply, you literally lose sight of a lot of stuff. You forget that part, and then you're like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. No, you don't. There's a lot of stuff you don't gotta do. All you gotta do is remember the power that you hold. That's all. But when I was saying about the clothes and all that, I was basically just stating that nothing physical in this reality, you're bigger than this physical reality. You're bigger than the 3D world. You're bigger than all of this stuff that you see. You're bigger than that. If you are connected to the Most High source, the loving vibration of the Creator, you are bigger than all of this. You are bigger than the lower frequency world. You are bigger than the 3D. And if you are bigger than the 3D, that means nothing in the 3D can harm you the way you think it can. And there is some stuff that is, we are in the flesh, we have a physical vessel. We want to take care of our vessel the best way we can. But listen to your own vessel. Study your own vessel. Because it's going to speak to you. So when the things that you may be fearing, you may be fearing little things that is like you're not making any sense. Because the Most High, your ancestors, whoever, the source, have showed you time and time again. You're here, you're alive, you're breathing. Your body is working and functioning properly the way it's supposed to. You're not getting sick. Now you will get sick when it's another thing about forgetting your power. You may even start getting sick. You may even start getting sick when you forget your power, because you have allowed something outside of you to pierce your aura field and make you believe that your energy is not bigger than this physical 3D realm. So yeah. But anyways, alright you guys, I'm gonna just leave it right there. And yeah, I hope this is the confirmation you needed. Stop like fearing things that's really not even close to the things you really should be fearing, you know, about this world. So, alright, you guys, peace. I will see you in the next video. Thank you guys.